Right, you go. Excuse me, I'm doing a wee bit of housework when I'm talking. It's going through my head, you know, uh, all this stuff that I've been reading and hearing, and by the time it takes me to do all this, it would leave. So that's why I'm doing it just now. It'll probably put me off doing this as well. Putting the dishes away. Right. So what I've been hearing is there seems to be a mixture of divisive between DC fans and Zack Snyder fans. I like to say there is no difference. Okay, it's how we see the characters, right? And it's not, oh, you're not a real DC fan. Well, what is a real DC fan? Okay, or what is, as I've always said, I'm a DC supporter. That there seems to be, oh, you like Zack Snyder, or you don't get DC, that's not what DC is. And I like to pinpoint that there are so many writers and artists doing all these characters. There's so many Elseworlds doing these characters. Batman and Superman has changed through the years. Yes, that is right. They have changed from the cheesy 60s to, from the 70s, 80s, and they have changed, okay? They have changed since Batman and Michael Keaton's Batman. They have changed, Dark Knight, Christopher Nolan's, all these characters have changed. They went, as far as I'm led to believe, they changed about 3 times within just a couple of years. From the New 52 to Rebirth. They're constantly changing, constantly trying to pinpoint the characters. Trying to revamp them and get people interested in. And whether you might not like, say, the New 52 and prefer the Rebirth, there's people that prefer it the other way. So are you going to say that they're not the true DC fans? No. For me, as a DC supporter, I will support whatever DC brings out and hope that the majority of people band together and support it. Now, there's another website out there. I mentioned before there was this calling tweets and stuff like that about release of Zack Snyder and release a Zack Snyder cut, and you were all meant to tweet at a certain time of the day and stuff. And that went quite well. It was all around the world and stuff like that. It was joining people together. Now, probably DC fans might feel a wee bit left out, because they felt, well, I don't want the Snyder cut. I'm liking the Justice League. That's my Superman and stuff. Right, now, even though I loved the Justice League movie, I liked it, right? I'm still not oblivious to the fact that it wasn't as big a success because of all the meddling. All the meddling that happened behind the scenes, and that the film turned out differently than what was first thought of, right? So, like that. You know what I mean? I don't just drink DC tea. I drink a lot of DC. Right. Also a lot of pee. So, Justice League just now, even though it's set well, right? There's a whole thing going on about if DC, and I made a video about it. Of course, that's like my catchphrase. I made a video about it. It's because I talk about these things repeatedly, and I talk about it and all that stuff, and I just want to make sure that I've already sort of covered it. That's why I say I've made this video before, right? So, there was talks about the DC Justice League, hints that if the DVD sells well, then of course Warner Brothers may see, well, we can make even more money by releasing it. And they're also talking about once the Justice League DVD sales go down, that is when they say, right, we've sold all of that stuff. What we can do then is re-bring out, and now that has happened loads of times before, right? That has happened many times with films and cuts where a couple of years down the line they do release it, that they do release the movie, like the Richard Donner cut, or they release the Alien cut, or the Blade Runner, the director's cut, the Watchmen, the extended. They release it in order. They've just released Jurassic Park because it's celebrating 20 years. Now, why would you buy Jurassic Park, right? If you've already got it, it's came out in box sets and whatnot. Where has all the people gone, right? That has, or the parents have not already bought Jurassic Park. Why we somehow buying just the one DVD again? Because they need to sell the movie. They need to make a profit. They'll bring out Dirty Dancing as well. So another incentive for people to make people buy the same movie or to buy it down the line is to add things to it. Either add more documentaries. Grease also had add on some extras. So that's the purpose of really bringing out the film. Now, you look at the past DVD sales of Man of Steel, BVS and stuff like that. Now you can say what you want about those films, but the DVD sales done reasonably well, right? People bought them. People, word of mouth, can see that. And of course, Zack Snyder, being the man that he is, for some apparent reason, right, when they released the cinema version, Zack Snyder had Warner Brothers in his grasp and said, I want my ultimate cut done. This is it. Now, of course, there was a bad team behind the scenes. That is why a lot of people are saying now, what is this Walter guy doing? What is this guy's plan? Is he overseeing stuff? Now, Justice League, the DVD sales, they were good, but they've dropping. Okay? They're under Spider-Man Homecoming in the charts, okay? Spider-Man Homecoming. One of the worst, in my opinion, Spider-Man films ever. Okay? Although I fear Stan Lee sort of likes, of course he wouldn't say a bad thing about his own product. He wouldn't go and say, oh, it's rubbish. He would never say that. But that isn't the Spider-Man that I grew up with. You know, and if I was a Marvel fan, I was saying, I enjoyed it, yes, because, you know, you support your stuff. If a lot of people enjoy it and it's got star ratings or whatnot, of course. But because I love Spider-Man and I'm not exactly big on Marvel, I can say, that isn't mine. I was actually given it as a present, and that's how I watched it. And it's tucked way at the back, never to be watched again. So it's... But if I was a Marvel fan, I would support it. I would go, yeah. I wouldn't say suddenly all those people who loved Spider-Man Homecoming, you're not true Spidey fans. No, I wouldn't say that. You know, you got Spider-Man, you got your suit and everything else, the film done well. Excellent. I'm not going to stand up because, again, there's many interpretations of Spider-Man. Many different interpretations, but it wasn't mine. Okay, it wasn't my Spider-Man. I preferred the previous Spider-Man sort of movies. You know, so going back to Zack Snyder, hopefully I'm not contradicting myself because I'm shit of explaining myself, right? So Zack Snyder films, Man of Steel, BVS and stuff like that, they all sell well. They're all done good thing at them, but Justice League is going down underneath a lot of films. And so whoever's bought all that month, that's it. Now, of course, you may see all these people that boycotted the film because it wasn't Zack, because of people that treated it. You know, but that's Odyssey, okay? If you're a fan of Batman, Wonder Woman and Flash, you should buy the movie. Because you don't know if not buying it is going to jeopardise another movie like that being done. You want to support it, and it's the first time ever you're going to see these heroes together. So you buy the Justice League DVD. Now, getting back to the real point of the controversy that is between Zack Snyder fans and DC fans. The fact that Zack Snyder made films that sell more DVDs. They did. So it now releases more of a calling for to see his version of the film. A film that is hinted at 3 hours long. A film that has been hinted to include Darkseid. There are so many hints and character development in this film. So why would you not want to see a film that is longer? Any film in my book that adds 5-10 minutes can make not just a new movie, but make it 10 times better because you are taking your time storytelling and it's not being rushed. And I said many times, when I left the cinema, a lot of people enjoyed the film, but they thought it was too short. A 2-hour film is too short. Why? Because, love him or hate him, Zack Snyder can make a film that is 2 hours and 40 odd minutes or whatever, and because of the pacing that he puts into the film, it doesn't feel that way. And that's the exact point, is the pacing. You've got to feel for the character. Your interest, your love, your passion for these characters must go up, down, you want to feel like you're on a wee bit of roller coaster. In order to get onto a roller coaster, you need to feel something for these characters. Time must be spent on the story and on character development. It mustn't just go action, 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 action. You've got to have some still time. Some 5-10 minutes of dialogue or something like that to character development. Then 20 minutes here. It makes a big difference. And to see a 3 hour or longer version of Justice League, hell, DC fans, Zack Snyder fans should unite. If this ever gets released, right? If this ever gets released, you're going to feel the same passion. You should, if you are a DC fan. Because you're going to see more hints of Flash shaving his girlfriend. Hints of Cyborg with the injury, with the accident. Hints of Steppenwolf actually talking to his mother. I never really got the mother box thing. With the mother. I just thought it was a computer called a mother box. But that's this whole new jargon on it. So, yeah, and just the simplicity of screenshots. Of Commissioner Gordon looking up to a well-focused Batman. And not just, for some reason, Joss Whedon made it out of focus. What the... That is one of my major gripes. One of my major gripes about stupidity editing is that. It's the total Odyssey. Now we have Shazam coming out, okay, that has hardly anything to do... Jeff Johns isn't writing it. And Zack Snyder has no connection to it. It's going to be totally different. But it's still hinted to still be connected to the DCEU. And it's a different sort of company. I'm all for that. Okay, we need fresh ideas, fresh blood, fresh team behind it. It'll probably be saved from any of the stuff that was fed previously by Warner Brothers. So please, see, instead of unite as a slogan for Justice League, unite the fans. Okay, yeah, people don't like Zack Snyder's vision. Fine, but unite the heroes and pray that the films are good. And the bottom line, you look at it anyway. At least Zack Snyder created a possible DCEU future. Without him, there was none. And for those who believe he didn't read comics, do your research. He's a fan, just like you guys and girls. Okay? And he wanted to make the best. And he's tweeting you guys back. You know, he is standing up for all yous. And how is some of the DC fans treating him? So let's get behind our DC. Let's all become one squad. Okay? Zack Snyder fans, DC fans, because I am 100% DC. Right? I probably have more books and comics than majority of people that's maybe watching me on Facebook. I have started buying graphic novels since I was around 10. And I'm not telling you how long that was, okay? But my first ever real graphic novel book was The Dark Knight Returns, and I bought that out of a joke shop. And that got me hooked, and that turned the tide on comic collecting and graphic book collecting. Okay, and I buy everything, even Batman Ninja. Okay, which isn't my cup of tea, let me assure you, but because I buy that, I can see so many different incarnations of it. Okay, it's do you know what Iron Man 4 was? I know Iron Man 2 was on the picture. Was on the TV last night. Do you know what I watched? And I don't even. It was the Soap Awards, okay? And I don't even watch soaps. But that's that's just me. And you know, I've seen Iron Man 2, and I went, I'm DC. I may be biased, but I'm honest with it. I'll go out and I'll see a Marvel film, right? And I'll say, okay. But when it comes to DC, I'm all in. I am all in, and I want the best for DC. But I will never put another fellow DC person down and call him, you know, an untrue fan. It's just that we all see things differently. We all see our characters differently. You know, we want to see different versions of Superman. We can't, or Batman. We've seen different versions of Batman. Why can't we not do that for Superman? Why cannot we do that for Wonder Woman and stuff like that? Different directors are just different writers. Anyway, that's my stuff, and I'll stop my housework. So I'll catch you later.